Hello belly, welcome to Firenze. Let me show you where you can see behind me. I'm actually in front of the Sofia Loren cafe for this TGI Friday. We were heading over to Paolo Penco's jewelry store, but he was a little busy today, so we'll go and visit him next Friday. Today we're going to have a little walk around the historical centre. Ciao bellissima, come stai? And I'm starting here because behind me you can see the cafe of Sofia Loren. So this is actually the first of a series of chain, hi Annette, hi darling, of cafes and restaurants that will open up all over the world under the name of Sofia Loren. So it's a joint venture, or it's part of a company who has the title, and she actually, buongiorno Judy, she actually opened, hi Rhonda, she opened the cafe a month or so ago. So Sofia Loren is originally from Ciociara, but which is Lazio, Rome, but a lot of people kind of imagine her being from Naples because of a lot of the movies from the 1950s. Ciao Sarabella. So the cuisine here at the Sofia Loren restaurant is from Napoli. So one of the best chefs in Naples, called Gennaro Esposito, is a chef, and there's also a really wonderful pizzeria by Francesco Martucci. So the pizza is really that yummy, hello Bella, hi Jenny, that yummy Napolitan pizza. So it's a great little place where one can visit for aperitivo. You can see that you can sit outside and it's nice and shady and cool. Very beautiful inside as well. What's really beautiful about it is over in the corner where you can have aperitivo, there's a beautiful mosaic of the gorgeous actor, and look at that picture of her up there. Everyone loves Sofia Loren. Whenever I think of Sofia Loren, I think of my beautiful late dad, who was just so in love with Sofia Loren. He always used to talk to everyone about how she's never had any plastic surgery. I don't know why he believed that, but anyway. So let's keep walking, darlings. We are very close to the Piazza della Repubblica. We just passed the Sofia Loren cafe, and here we can also see a very familiar cafe, familiar for you in America. Actually, it's all over the world. The Hard Rock Cafe. Yeah, exactly. No plastic surgery, yeah, I'm sure. So, buongiorno, just breaking up the party. Your dad was brilliant. Yes, hi Bob. So a lot of times when I bring people, usually my American clients past this cafe, they all kind of cringe. They're like, oh, the Hard Rock Cafe. But people all over the world really love it, and Italians really love it as well. They collect the t-shirts and whatever. This is probably one of the most beautiful Hard Rock cafes because it was actually once a cinema, a wonderful cinema in the 1870s, and you could see inside the original architecture. You could order your cocktail and watch a movie, and so it is very beautiful. In fact, if we go right in front of the cafe, you can see the original name of this gorgeous cinema. Look at the building, and you can see even the building structure where the Sofia Loren Cafe is very beautiful. Art Nouveau. We don't really talk a lot about Art Nouveau architecture in Firenze, but there are some really wonderful architects and gorgeous designs, like the building where the Sofia Loren Cafe is, and also the Cafe Gambrinus Cinema that closed around 30 years ago and became the Hard Rock Cafe. Another historical cafe is over here in the Piazza della Repubblica, called the Cafe Concerto Paskowski. This is a very beautiful cafe. It's also a piano bar, And this was actually opened in the 1890s. They opened, it was the first, not really a pub, but it was the first place to serve beer on tap in Florence. And if you take a look at some photos, original photos of Paskowski, you'll actually see beautiful men in suits and a big piano at the front of the store. And in the evening, it actually is a piano bar. Let me show you the cafe, the piazza. Oh my gosh, I've got sparkles on my screen. I don't know where they came from. I think I must have pressed something. I have got my contact lenses on, but it's kind of pretty. What is that? Oh, there it goes. Sparkle filter on. What's a sparkle filter? So it's still very quiet, as you can see. And we pass by the oldest cafe in the world. You see it says Gilly 1733. Now, Gilly originally was on Via Calzaiuoli. Actually, we're going to head towards the Via Calzaiuoli because that's where one of the most beautiful historical candy stores is based in Florence, called Migone. Gilly is a great place for aperitif, but primarily in the morning for cappuccino, something sweet. The historical bar is really well known for its little tea rooms inside. You can see how beautiful the interior actually is. And also what I love about it is here, this picture, you can actually see what the Republic Square originally looked like. Yeah, it's really beautiful, Alan. It's gorgeous. So this is the original, an original photograph by Alinari of the Piazza della Repubblica. The Piazza della Repubblica was the old Roman Forum, and it was where the marketplace was. You see, it completely changed when the arrival of the king, 1870, so the independence of Italy, and when Firenze became capital for 5 years. So this is when this square became a grandiose piazza. Thank you. And if we look at the windows, I actually love going inside and having a cafe shaccerato. There's actually one of the best baristas inside that makes an amazing Negroni. Remember, the Negroni is from Firenze. But they also make a wonderful cafe shaccerato. Do you guys remember what a cafe shaccerato is? You have to make it. It's the best, maybe not so much now in Australia that it's winter, but on a warm day, you make a shot of espresso coffee and you put it in a cocktail shaker, stainless steel cocktail shaker with ice, shake it up and just pour it into a martini glass. Tastes fantastic. Cafe shaccerato. So let's have a look at the windows. I don't know what, yeah, I don't know how to get this stars off. I don't think they're on there anymore. That's great. There's the beautiful windows. Not really many. I've had 2 or 3 groups for food walks, but any of my clients, I actually recommended not to arrive back in February and March when they were planning their holidays. Now, I must admit, so you can see I'm not wearing a mask. So we don't actually, as of the 29th of June, we no longer have to wear masks outside. We have to wear masks inside. So that is a really, really, really great. It's such a relief. I think it's just so nice to see people's faces. Finally, see their smiles. I'm like walking around looking at everyone. Especially because this week was also the men's fashion week in Firenze. So there was like serious eye candy all over the city centre. So yeah, a few, to answer your question, darling Kat, this month, for example, I have another 5 or 6 groups, American groups. So there's a few of them around, but not so many. Not so many. We really miss you. And you can see it's quiet. I mean, it's also very, very warm. It's in the 90s. And so, you know, that's also another reason why we're not seeing many people around in the afternoon. There's also a few American students have also come back. So that's nice to see. So we've arrived at Migone. Let me just show you this beautiful shop. So first let me show you the street. Via Calzaiuoli, which is a high street that takes one to the Duomo. Can you see the bell tower here of Giotto? Giotto's bell tower, 1377, and the cathedral. So the Piazza Duomo, and then it takes one all the way down towards the Piazza delle Signorie and then onto the Ponte Vecchio. So this is a major high street that once had many pastry shops and candy shops. In fact, the original Gilli was actually here. You see where Victoria's Secret is? The Gilli store, the bar that I showed you, was born here in 1733. And over on this side, in 1916, the Migone store has arrived. And here we can find, you know, typically in Tuscany, we don't really find a lot of, oh, there's the stars again. We don't really find a lot of creamy sweets, more biscotti. So we grow almonds, walnuts, hazelnuts coming from Piemonte, where the Nutella was invented. So all of the biscuits are what you typically find in Florence, especially the cantucci that we use to dip the dessert wine Vinsanto. Trebbiano and Malvasia are the two grapes to make the yummy Vinsanto. Judy, you remember we saw them. We miss you too. I miss you too, Judy. We saw them together at Tenuta di Capezzana. The grapes laying on the cane mats, drying out to make that yummy dessert wine. And here we can see a lot of yummy chocolates and a very historical cake coming from Florence. Actually, this one is from Siena, the pan forte. The original recipe had only fig and walnuts coming from the countryside and honey, okay? Because in the Middle Ages, sugar was very hard to come by. It was also very, very expensive. So we also had the pan pipato. Oh yes, this is it's such a gorgeous place. And the pan forte was a little later, hundreds of years later, because you see it has all the little candied oranges, lemons, and cheddar inside, and lots of really yummy candy. Now, what makes this place so beautiful? So many things. Let me just get my mask out so when I go inside I can put it on. But what I love also is, can you see these beautiful little oh, there you go, I got rid of the stars. These beautiful little candies. Can you see? Can you understand what they are? These are little flowers, violet flowers, and these are rose petals. Rose di Amore. This is a historical candy that was made in France and also in Firenze. Now, viola is actually the color, or the color of the fior di lì, the color of Florence. So when a child is born in Firenze, rather than serving the candied, sugar-coated almonds, we serve these beautiful little flowers, violet flowers. They taste so good. Another beautiful part of Migone is these boxes. They're all made by hand. And of course, you know what they are. The bell tower, the cupola, the dome of Brunelleschi, and also this beautiful little baptistry one. So I don't know about you guys, but I remember my grandparents serving little glasses of liqueur, and usually with these little jellies, no? The gelatini. These ones are made with pure fruit, okay? And they're covered in sugar. So the main business of Migone is actually for baptisms, weddings, events. So they are, you know, the family, which is third generation, still owns the business. They are suffering, poor darlings, at the moment because there are not really any events going on right now. Look at these flowers. They are real flowers coated in silver. Look at this one. Isn't it beautiful? The roses, orchids, gelsomino, jasmine, all covered in real silver. Flowers, margherite, the mimosa. Do you know what the mimosa is? Guys, it's wattle in Australia. So all of these beautiful little, look at the classic Florentine paper, the little chocolate wraps, and this beautiful window. The window is just always so gorgeous. This is kind of a dying art, you know. We don't really see doilies any longer, do we? But it's so beautiful. Let's go inside. I don't know if I've taken any of you here. I do actually stop here for a tasting of chocolates on my food walk. But I don't know if I've ever brought you here. Maybe you've been here before, Judy. I'm not sure. Let's go inside. Hopefully the internet will work. Let me just put I've got to put my mask on, and I've got to use this sanitizer. So that's the only regulation. When you go inside the stores, you have to put on the sanitizer. And ciao cara, ciao. The little ladies that work here are so cute. They basically wrap all of these beautiful boxes, as you can see here. It's so nice and cool in here. Your shorts are super cute. Thank you. They're actually Moschino. It's one of the only designer things I have in my wardrobe. Look at the little flowers, the rose petals. Now, let's talk about chocolate. When did chocolate arrive in Europe? So one of the first times that we actually saw chocolate being served was, the type of chocolate was the orange rind dipped in dark. It's the blood red orange coming from Sicily. It tastes fantastic. You can see dominantly dark chocolate here. You know, Italians in general, they like the true flavour, not too sugary, sweet. Oh, it keeps cutting out. That's a shame. We can actually walk outside now. Cara, grazie mille. Ciao. Did you lose me in there? I was talking to you about the chocolate, and I was talking to you about the one of the oldest chocolates that was served. Usually, you know, when the chocolate actually arrived in Europe, Cortés brought chocolate into Europe from South America. Oh, you're losing my connection. Is it better now? Can you hear me now? Guys, can you hear me? Am I back? Let me see. Can you hear me now, guys? Oh, yes! So unfortunately, I had to walk out of Migone because the connection wasn't very good. But it's such a gorgeous little store. A beautiful little, the video isn't working. A beautiful little candy shop. You know, not the ideal thing to buy. Hi, can you hear me? Yeah, hi, Sue. Not the ideal thing to buy in the summer, but those sugar-coated rose petals and violet petals sure are beautiful. Let me show you. There's quite a few people around the Piazza Duomo. This is always a good way to understand if there are people around Florence. And here we're making our way towards the baptistry. So do you remember those little boxes that we saw at Migone? So they're all handmade. One is the baptistry, the other is the bell tower, and there's also the cupola. There's actually quite a few people around the historical centre that you can see. And there's even a line at the Duomo. Wow. I actually wanted to climb the cathedral the other day with my boys, but they refused. So when they're leaving tomorrow for Calabria to be with their grandparents, and when they're gone, I'm going to do it. I'm going to climb the dome. Maybe I could do that one Friday afternoon so we can do it together. What do you think, guys? You want to climb the dome with me? The views are amazing. Let me show you the piazza. Quiet, but quite a few people in front of the cathedral. Cafes are very quiet. It's a beautiful day. It's quite warm. A lot of Europeans around, so a lot of coming from Northern Europe, in fact Eastern Europe, and even Paris, France still hasn't opened up to international tourists. So yeah, here we can see mostly Northern Europeans traveling around. So I'm heading back down the Via Roma, back towards Gilli. Let me see, how is Nonna? So Nonna's good. So my partner's mum is in Calabria. They've had their vaccines. We've had about almost 20 million Italians have had their vaccine. So that's, good news. We're all very happy of the progress. We just hope to see you guys. So if any of you are new and don't know where you've arrived, I know the sky's unbelievable, isn't it? I haven't introduced myself this time. I just started yabbering on. So my name is Linda. I am originally from Australia. I'm a local tour operator based in Firenze. I've been here for 21 years and I organise multi-day vacations in Italy, the French Riviera and the Greek islands. So I hope to see you in one of those places, preferably Italy first. And until then, guys, take care. Have a wonderful weekend. You'll find me here every Friday on a TGI Friday in Florence. Maybe we'll be in Venice or in another city in the next couple of months during the summer months. The Biennale is on in Venice, so perhaps we'll see you there. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend. Ciao belli. Ciao.